Hi, this is Algebra 1, Lesson 86. We're going to talk about the division of polynomials, starting on page 357. The simplest type of polynomial division is a division of a polynomial by a monomial. So we have a polynomial and a monomial, just one term. So if we were going to divide 3x cubed plus 7x squared minus x by 5, we could just factor it out, right? So if we write this 3x cubed plus 7x squared minus x divided by 5, divided by x, I don't know where the 5 came from, and if we divide x from this term, we're going to get 3x squared. If we divide x from this term, we're going to get 7x, and if we divide x from this term, we're going to get minus 1. Right? Slightly more complicated. Now we have a monomial with a coefficient and an exponent. So now we have 12x to the 12 minus 8x to the 8 plus 4x to the 6th, and we're going to divide that mess by 4x to the 4th. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and x to the 12 divided by x to the 4th is x to the 8th. Remember, when we divide, we're just going to subtract the exponents. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and x to the 8th divided by x to the 4th is going to be x to the 4th, plus 4 divided by 4 is 1, x to the 6th divided by x to the 4th is x squared. So that's your answer. Okay, life gets a lot more complicated when we start dividing by polynomials, and it's going to look a lot like our favorite thing, long division. Yay! So, before we start, here's a review of long division with natural numbers. We have 49 divided by 12. We can't divide 4 divided by 12, so we go to the 9, and we've got 49 divided by 12. 4 times 12 is 48. We subtract. 49 minus 48 is 1, so our answer is going to be 4 and 1/12. That's what we do with the remainder, remember? Okay. Now we are going to divide negative 2x squared plus 3x cubed plus 5x plus 50 by negative 3 plus x. Let's start by rewriting both the polynomials into descending order of variables. It will be much less complicated that way. And we're going to put them in long division form. So here is our divisor, and it is x minus 3, and I need to start a little lower, so we have x minus 3, and this is going to be 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x plus 50. So now we're in descending order of variables, and we're going to start dividing. We're going to start by looking at the first term of the divisor, that's the number on the outside, the first term here, and the first term of the dividend. Okay? So we're going to pretend for just a second that this is the entire problem. Don't you wish it were? Okay. So the answer to 3x cubed divided by x would be 3x squared, right? Because 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. We're not going to put that here because we still have a negative 3 here. And when we multiply this, the top number by this to put something down here, it's going to end up here, right? Because we have two terms. So we're going to write it over the second term, which is going to make sense because our squares are over our squares. So now we have 3x squared, and we're going to multiply that times this and write it down here. So 3x squared times x minus 3 is 3x cubed minus 9x squared, right? Now we need to subtract this, just like we did with long division. And remember, when we subtract this, we need to change the signs of both terms. So we're going to subtract this whole term, right? That makes this a negative 3x cubed, so that these cancel. This is going to be a plus 9x squared now, because we have to change the signs of both terms when we subtract. Okay? So when we multiply this through, this becomes a negative, this becomes a positive. And now we can add the terms. So this is 7x squared, and then we bring down the next term, plus 5x. Okay, now we are going to look at this x, the divisor, and how it goes into 7x squared. Okay, so now we have x divided by 7x squared. So the answer to this is going to be 7x, right? Because 7x times x equals 7x squared. So up here we're going to write plus 7x. And notice once again, this exponent is 1 and this exponent is 1. So now 7x times x minus 3 is going to be 7x squared minus 21x, right? Once again, we have to subtract this. So we're going to change all the terms like this. The x squares are going to cancel, and now we have 26x. We're going to bring down the next term, plus 50. Okay, now we need to look at this term and this term again. So we have x and 26x, and 26x divided by x is 26, because 26 times x equals 26x. So up here we're going to write plus 26. We're going to multiply 6 times x minus 3, which is going to be 26x. Minus 26 times 3, which is 78. Okay? We need to subtract this term, right? So we change all the signs and add it. This is 128. We don't have any more terms left to bring down, so this is our answer. Here's our remainder. So the answer to this mess is going to be 3x squared plus 7x plus 26 plus 128 over x minus 3. It's not going to be a pretty answer most of the time, so you need to expect the answer to not be pretty and to have a yucky remainder like that. Okay? Okay, now we're going to divide 2x cubed minus x squared plus 4 by negative 2 plus x. So once again, we're going to write this in long division form and change the order of both polynomials into the descending order of variables. So on the outside, we're going to have x minus 2. On the inside, first we have 2x cubed minus x squared minus x plus 4. Okay? Okay, we're once again going to start with the first terms in both polynomials. So we have 2x cubed divided by x. 2x cubed divided by x is going to be 2x squared, because 2x squared times x equals 2x cubed. So right here on top of the squares, here we're going to write 2x squared so that the squares stay lined up, which will make your life much easier. Okay, 2x squared times x minus 2. So 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. 2x squared times negative 2 is negative 4x squared. Okay, we're going to subtract this by changing both of the signs. These cancel, and we have 3x squared. Bring down the next term, minus x. Now we're going to look at this term and this term again. We have 3x squared divided by x. So the answer here is going to be 3x, because 3x times x equals 3x squared. So up here we're going to put positive 3x. We're going to multiply this through. 3x times x minus 2 is 3x squared minus 6x. Okay, we're going to subtract this by changing the signs. These are going to cancel. This is going to be 5x, and we're going to bring down the next term, plus 4. Now we're going to look at these. So we have 5x divided by x, which is going to be 5, because 5 times x equals 5x. So up here we'll write plus 5. We'll multiply this through, so 5 times x minus 2 is 5x minus 10. We're going to subtract this by changing both the signs. These cancel, and we have 14. There are no more terms to bring down, so this is going to be your final answer. 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 plus 14 over x minus 2. Isn't that lovely? Okay, here's another one. We have to divide negative 2x plus 5 plus 3x cubed by negative 3 plus x. Okay, let's start by rewriting it in long division form and putting all the numbers in descending variable order. So we have x minus 3 and 3x cubed minus 2x plus 5. Okay, look at the first terms here. 3x cubed divided by x is going to be 3x squared, and here we're going to run into a problem because you notice that there is no x squared place here to write our answer. So anytime you are writing these in descending variable exponent order, you need to make sure that there are terms for every exponent range between x cubed and x to the 0 here, so there is no x, right? Since there is a term left out here, we need to write it in. So let's rewrite this. X minus 3. We have 3x cubes. We actually have 0 x squareds, right? So we're just going to write that in. Plus 0 x squared. Minus 2x plus 5. This is still a true statement without changing the value of this polynomial, sorry. Okay, and now we have an x squared term. So we're going to start again with this term and this term. 3x cubed divided by x is going to be 3x squared, and we're going to put it right here. And now all of our numbers are going to line up correctly. So 3x squared times x minus 3 is going to be 3x cubed, and this is going to be minus 9x squared. Okay, subtract this by changing both of the signs. These cancel. This is 9x squared. Bring down the next term. Okay, now we have 9x squared divided by x. 9x squared divided by x is going to be 9x. because 9x times x is going to be 9x squared. Now we multiply the 9x times x minus 3. We're going to get 9x squared minus 27x, right? We're going to subtract by changing both the signs. These cancel, and this is 25x now. Bring down the next term. Okay, now we have 25x divided by x, which is going to be positive 25. Multiply this through, and we get 25x minus 75. We're going to subtract by changing both of the terms. Those cancel, and we have 80. There are no more terms to bring down, so this is our final answer. We have 3x squared plus 9x plus 25 plus 80 over x minus 3. Okay so far? Alright, let's try another one. Hang in there. Negative 4 plus x cubed. Divide that by negative 3 plus x. Okay, so we're going to put this in long division form in descending order of the exponents of the variables. So on this side we have x minus 3 again. This side we're going to start with x cubed. You notice our range here of the variables goes from x cubed to there's no x here, so that's x to the 0 because that's 1, right? So we're going to have to put in placeholders. So we have 0 x squared, right? Plus 0x minus 4. Don't forget your placeholders, or life will not work out quite the way it should, or at least the problem won't. Okay, so now we are going to start here with these two. X cubed divided by x is x squared. X squared times x minus 3 is x cubed minus 3x squared. We're going to subtract by changing both signs. That cancels, and we have 3x squared. Bring down the next term. Even though it's a 0, bring it down. Okay, now we have 3x squared divided by x, and that's going to be 3x. Okay, 3x times x minus 3 is 3x squared minus 9x. Okay, we're going to subtract by changing both signs. These cancel. We have 9x minus 4, bringing down the next term. 9x divided by x is 9. 9 times x minus 3 is 9x minus 27. We're going to subtract by changing both signs. These cancel, and this is 23. There are no more numbers to bring down, no more terms to bring down, so that's it. So we have x squared plus 3x plus 9 plus 23 over x minus 3. Okay, don't forget your placeholders here. If there isn't a square and an x, you need to put in placeholders there and bring those down. Okay, that is it for that lesson. Try your practice problems. Let me know if you have questions. Don't give up. You can do this.